When I was living in this road as a child, I spent a lot of time immersed in the fantasy world of the books that I got from the library. But my top favourite, especially in the film version, was Wuthering Heights. And this was my moors. I would run around being the wild child Cathy, calling for Heathcliff. Oh, I was so in love with him. He was my ideal man. Older and wiser, I realized that Hollywood had misled me. They'd left a lot out.
Wuthering Heights never was a sentimental love story, and Heathcliff is far from the rather soppy romantic lead Laurence Olivier portrays in the film. Emily Bronte's masterpiece is a dark study of the wild extremes of human obsession, and my childhood heartthrob is a vicious psychopath. Emily's older sister Charlotte wrote another book that transfixed me. The shocking Gothic romance Jane Eyre, one of the best-selling novels of all time. While Anne Bronte's brilliant The Tenant of Wildfell Hall scandalized Victorian society and is now widely regarded as an early feminist classic. I rate each of the Bronte sisters amongst the greatest novelists I have ever read. But I am left with a question.
How did three spinsters who spent most of their life in a remote parsonage on the edge of the moors come to write books that I find shocking, erotic, profoundly moving, and quite wonderful?
My journey starts in the Yorkshire village of Haworth, as I search through the life and work of the Bronte sisters for some kind of explanation for this family's unique genius.
Patrick Bronte was appointed perpetual curate at Haworth in 1820, and he and his wife Maria and 6 young children moved here to the parsonage. He was a self-made man, born in a tiny shack in Ireland, yet he got to Cambridge where he got a first-class degree.
Just 6 months after arriving in Haworth, Maria died of cancer, leaving Patrick with 6 children under the age of 8. His 2 eldest daughters succumbed to TB less than 4 years later. The 4 surviving children, Charlotte, Emily, Anne, and their brother Branwell, were raised by their father at the parsonage with the help of his late wife's sister, Aunt Branwell. Patrick encouraged the remarkable creativity of his precocious offspring.
This is a little pencil drawing by Branwell when he was 11 years old. It's rather sweet.
Each of the young Brontes showed some promise as artists.
This is really good, I think. It's a painting by Emily of her dog. She had several dogs, but this is Keeper, I think.
But storytelling seems to have been their great passion. Each week, the Reverend Bronte would prepare his sermon in the study, while upstairs the wild imaginations of his 4 children would run riot in the small bedroom where they gathered to create exotic fantasy worlds.